What kind of future will we have? Will we have clear skies and clean air? Will we harness new technology to take us further, or will it set us back? These are the questions that we should ask ourselves now more than ever. My name is Jessie, and today I'll be joined by Leonard, the Engineering Director of Go Ahead Singapore, who's leading on its sustainability initiatives. We'll be taking you around to showcase Go Ahead Singapore's various initiatives to reduce carbon footprint and its move towards a sustainable future. It is guided by 5 pillars: decarbonisation, air quality, water, waste, and climate change adaptation. Today we'll be looking at each pillar, and first up is decarbonisation. We are now at Loyang Bus Depot, where Leonard will be showing us the initiatives implemented by Go Ahead Singapore to achieve decarbonisation of its operation and fleet.
To reduce our company's carbon footprint and to support our group's ambition of a net zero business by 2045, we have embarked on various initiatives to reduce the electricity and fuel consumption. So on electricity, we have replaced over 1,000 light bulbs in depot with energy-efficient LED lighting, which is brighter and uses less electricity. And on our left, we have a bus that's fitted with ultra-thin solar panels, a first on public buses in Singapore.
Are you saying that the buses here are powered up by the sun?
Well, sort of. The solar energy charges the bus's battery. This reduces the load on the alternator and in turn lowers the amount of fuel that the bus consumes. The bus primarily still runs on fuel.
But why solar energy?
Solar energy is one of the most promising renewable energy in Singapore. It is readily available, produces zero emission.
Wow, that's amazing! So tell me, how can you guys embrace the use of technology to reduce carbon footprint?
Well, with the advent of mobile apps, things are much easier. All our bus captains are issued with a mobile phone, pre-installed with apps to simplify their work processes. With this BC Click app, it digitalizes many of their day-to-day activities. For example, if they want to look at their pay slips or send reports, they could do it all through this app.
But what about reporting to work? Won't the commute to work uses up fuel and increases carbon emissions too?
Good question. With the app, the bus captain are able to remotely sign on for their duties, and they are able to report directly to the interchange or terminal to start their shift.
That was an interesting tour, but we're definitely not done yet. Next up, we'll be exploring air quality. Air. Is it something we take for granted? With the increase in carbon pollution slowly poisoning our air, will we have clean air in the future? Leonard has introduced me to his colleague Joan, who will fill us up on the efforts to reduce their impact on air quality and improve water usage efficiencies. Hi Joan!
Hi!
Tell me more about this wall here.
All the plants here are live and it helps to purify the air around here.
Indeed!
Not only does it convert carbon dioxide to oxygen, it also helps to remove the toxin in the air that we breathe in.
I don't know about you, Joan, but I'm feeling pretty calm here.
Yes, it definitely beautifies and creates a soothing environment for our commuters here.
Don't you just appreciate Singapore's biodiversity with our city landscape? It all serves a very important purpose, that is our natural solutions to improve air quality in Singapore. Next up, water! What runs but never walks? Water, of course. Did you know that 70% of the Earth is made up of oceans, and nearly the same amount of fresh water on land is trapped in glaciers? Pretty incredible stuff. Okay, enough water facts from me. I can't wait to see the cool initiatives Go Ahead Singapore has in place to promote responsible water consumption. Joan, please do the honors.
Here in our company premises, we use sensor tap, which is an efficient faucet that uses the right amount of water and shut off automatically. What's interesting is that it does not use any electricity at all, and instead uses the water pressure to charge up the battery and power up the sensor. Look, it's touchless. We also installed ammonia sensor here, which you can see. It will automatically send an SMS notification to the cleaner when the ammonia level reaches a certain threshold. During the peak period, the toilet can be quite dirty. We requested the cleaner to keep the toilet as clean as possible. With this sensor, it will help to prompt the cleaner to wash the toilet as required.
Joanne, all this water talk is making me want to
Okay,
go.
should I leave?
Yes,
done.
please. See you on the next pillar. In 2020, overall waste generation in Singapore has declined for the 4th consecutive year, with less waste being sent to Semakau landfill. Go Ahead Singapore aims to uphold the standards with the launch of their green and sustainable plan. I've been introduced to Fira, Facilities Executive, who will explain more about their waste reduction efforts. Hi Fira!
Hi Jessie.
Do you mind sharing with me what your team is doing here to reduce waste?
Well, our current waste generated is approximately 25 to 30 tons per month, and half of it is from the engineering workshop.
Wow!
We also identified that the waste at the offices are recyclables, so we decided to replace the individual bins at the offices in the depot and replaced it with a centralized recycling station.
Wait, are you telling me there's not a single bin around here?
No, of course not. There are general waste bins found at the engineering workshop, canteen and the washrooms.
That's a promising way to reduce personal waste, but how are your colleagues feeling about this?
Let's ask them.
My name is Kimberly and I'm a Senior Human Resources Officer here at Go Ahead Singapore, and I work closely with the engineering and service performance teams related to recruitment as well as staff matters. I'm extremely supportive of Go Ahead Singapore's recycling initiative and the removal of personal waste bins. When I first heard of the initiative, I was extremely heartened because my family has a plan where at home we will actually segregate our recyclables. So the recyclables, we actually put it into a separate bin and consolidate them before bringing the recyclables down to the communal recycling bin below our home. And now that I'm able to recycle at the workplace, I'm very excited to see how we can make a greater positive environmental impact on a larger scale.
That's great to know that you guys are doing this and to know that everyone is on board with this initiative. Amazing.
Thank you. It's really rewarding to know that the recycling stations are properly utilized.
Could you further elaborate how your team actively tracks the recycling figures?
We partner with a vendor that collects our recyclables once every 2 weeks and provide us with a recycling data that can be accessed through our online account. Besides a dashboard view of the weight and type of recyclables, we are able to monitor the recycling behaviors.
After hearing Fira talking about the various approaches that the company is taking to build a green and sustainable future, I am inspired to do my part too. Lately, there have been more and more extreme weather events in Singapore. One clear example would be the recent flash floods. Unfortunately, due to the effects of climate change, this is something we may no longer be able to prevent from happening. Therefore, we must now adapt. Let's hear what Leonard has to say about this. Leonard, can you share with us a measure taken by Go Ahead Singapore to adapt to climate change?
As you know, there have been many flash floods occurring in Singapore lately. To cope with such conditions, our bus captains undergo training on how to better handle the vehicle during floods.
Wow, Leonard, thank you so much for such an insightful journey of Go Ahead Singapore's sustainability initiatives. I think we covered pretty much today, right?
No problem, we hope you enjoy the tour.
Very much so, thank you. Bye-bye! So that concludes our journey. Seeing Go Ahead Singapore's full commitment to ensuring that buses are in optimum roadworthiness made me appreciate the workers and their strive for excellence. I am inspired by their focus on reducing their carbon footprint and moving towards a low-carbon future. It is indeed a future that we should all pursue. I am a little more hopeful now. I believe that if we all do our part and take one step forward, a greener and more sustainable tomorrow is well within our reach.